Hi, I'm Brian A. Boyson, Peak Performance Sales Strategist and Coach at SAP. I'd like to thank you for visiting my LinkedIn page. Today I'd love to talk to you about three things. Number one, tell you a little bit about myself. Number two, talk about the arena that we're currently living in. And number three, talk about the value that I bring through the work that I do. So number one, a little bit about myself. I was raised in the Boston area. I come from a sales family and have an entrepreneurial spirit. I'm passionate about learning, growth, contribution, and achieving my personal best. I'd love to tell you a short story. So this was my first dance with sales and entrepreneurship. And all great things start with nothing else but the love of something, right? So as an 11-year-old, I loved candy, and I started my first unofficial company. My candy of choice, Now and Laters. And Now and Laters, if you know Now and Laters, they sold them in packs of 5, and I used to ride my bike to school and stop in and buy, 2 packs, 25 cents each, 10 Now and Laters. I used to eat them in school. The only problem is candy was illegal in school. So I would eat them discreetly, and my friends started finding out, and they wanted one. I'd hand them out because I was a good friend, and before I knew it, I went from eating 10 Now and Laters a day to eating 1 or 2. And I said, hey, this isn't right. I'm doing all the work, I'm putting up all the money, and I'm not eating as much candy as I used to. So on the way home, I stopped at the candy store, and I said, how much was a box? Which sold 10 packs in a box. And they said $2.50, and I said, oh, okay. And that was a lot of capital for an 11-year-old at the time, but I did what any good business person or salesperson would do. I went to try to raise some capital and scrounged all the quarters and coins I could find around the house, and actually ended up pickpocketing one of my dad's old winter jackets and stumbled upon a $5 bill. Now, I've since paid him back, but that $5 bill put me in business. I was real excited, drove down to the candy store, bought 2 boxes, and before I knew it, I was running a multi-$100 business and have the cavities to prove it. So fast forward to today, I've sold over 75 million in sales. I've worked for some of the greatest companies in the world, EMC, Oracle, and now SAP. And I gotta say that SAP is the best company I've worked for, and I'm so grateful to be here and work with the colleagues that I work with, and the people, and the leadership, and the mission and the purpose that this company has. There's nothing like it. And I'm grateful for the opportunity and the job that I do to help energize, empower, and coach the next great generation of sales leaders at SAP. Moving on to the second topic, the arena that we're living in today. We are entering a revolution, a huge generational shift. And yes, I'm talking about the millennial generation, of which I am one. I'd love to share some facts with you. By the year 2020, 50% of the workforce will be of the millennial generation. By the year 2025, 75% of the workforce will be millennials. There's about 75 million of us out there, and we're showing up around the world and in companies by the hundreds and the thousands and the millions. So what does this mean? It means change. It means a different dynamic in how we work and how we live. We care about different things. It's not just about money. It's about purpose and fulfillment. We work differently through technology and collaboration, and we want to be managed differently through coaching and feedback. And so the companies that invest and get ahead of this curve and embrace it are the companies that really going to be able to maximize the potential of the early talent from this generation moving forward. So I'm happy to say that SAP is one of those thought leaders, one of those companies investing in this and getting ahead of that curve to really maximize the potential of their employees and their fulfillment of their employees. So thirdly, the value that I bring to the work that I do. So as I said, I'm a coach in North America, and at SAP we have an unbelievable program for sales early talent. It's called the Sales Academy. It's a 9-month program of intensive classroom and field experience training. It's a global program, so we get in talent all around the world to come train with us, work with us, And what we've done is we've invested further in that, and now have created a 3-year journey. So taking that 9 months and made it 3 years. So as you go through the program and then you step into the sales role, we call it when the feet hit the street, that's where I come in as a coach. So I help coach the early talent through that transition, and also through all the professional and personal challenges that arise to help accelerate their growth and development and their time to value. Coaching is a big aspect in how we work and how we like to be managed. So adding that service, as a salesperson myself, I faced a lot of those challenges and overcame them, and we have an unbelievable team of other coaches and people within the program that are committed to really empowering the sales talent to achieve their personal best at this company. So I'm thankful that on a daily basis I get to have these coaching sessions and work through these and see the early talent make unbelievable progress. And really, to me, progress equals happiness and fulfillment, and if you're moving forward, then everyone's benefiting. So that's a little bit about myself, a little bit about the arena that we're living in today, and a little bit about the value that I bring through the work that I do. Thanks again for stopping by, and I'll leave you with this. Rise up every day of your life, set a new standard, make you move, and become who you are.